Hey everybody, I hope you are having a happy Sunday. It is Sunglasses Day, and I've got my shades up on my head. I am going to bring on a lady who is so positive, so encouraging. She is really a light. She brings light into the groups that she's involved with. And I met her like a year ago, so I want her to tell her story. I am looking. All right, let me bring her on. There. Okay, I'm inviting her on, inviting her to watch, and hopefully she'll be on in a minute. So, I have some maroon on today, a little bit of maroon. Still celebrating the Bulldogs winning last night. Real excited about that. Um, I'm telling you, they have worked so hard to be there, and we are so proud of them and proud for them. That is quite an accomplishment. Enjoyed that game last night, even though they will give you a heart attack. I'm telling you, they're not the cardiac kids for nothing. All right, so there's Rochelle. I'm going to see if I can get her on. Okay, let's see if this is going to work. I'm bringing her on camera. Facebook is so fun sometimes. All right, here we go. Yes, add her. The camera. Okay, yes, she's being added. Hey, Rochelle, how are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you? We're matching.
I
Look.
got on some maroon too.
Yeah, it's kind of pinkish maroon. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Now look, I've got my shades on top of my head today. Have you
I
got your?
got that. Here you go.
Yeah, sunglasses day.
Yes,
Yes, I'm so glad you could hop on.
I
Uh,
am.
because I know that wearing sunglasses is really important to you, and I want you to talk about that. But I wanted to, I wanted to hear your story. I heard a little snippet of it this week on the podcast, and I've gotten little snippets of it along the way. But I wanted you to kind of tell your RF story and kind of how you came to it and what is going on in your business.
Okay. Well, first of all, I am Rochelle Suggs. I live in Nashville, Tennessee. And my journey actually started 5.5 years ago. Okay. Dana, it was almost like I didn't see it coming. Literally, I didn't because I had retired and I was having problems with my eyes. Kept receiving invitations to a skincare product, and it was like, okay, I don't have a problem because I didn't see my problems because of my eye conditions that I had. After they were corrected, I had an opportunity to see myself clearly and what I was doing. And that's when it just kind of opened up. Rochelle, you have some concerns that you have been hiding behind quote unquote concealer and a lot of makeup. So that's how my journey started. And with that being said, it has been an eye opener, literally, what I needed to do to correct my issues and share with others.
Yes. And I know that I've heard a few of those things.
Mhm.
Um, you talk about a few of those things, which, is a big thing for me, being able to help people with acne, you know, as well as sun damage.
Yes, definitely. You and I were talking about that one the other day, and I thought that it was just something that was going on with my skin. And when I was shared the information about properly taking care of my skin, all of the things that I had been doing for years, here I was 63 years old at the time, and I realized I was using, this is my thing, bar soap, no sunscreen at all. Most of the time, no moisturizer. Okay. And then it was like, Rochelle, you're doing a lot of things wrong. And one day, while I was at home watching television, this makeup artist said, get out your makeup bag and we're going to show you how to use concealer. And when the commercial came on after we had applied the concealer, I looked in the mirror and I'm thinking, my goodness, look at all of this concealer on my face. I was hiding imperfections, which I did not realize was sun damage.
Mhm.
Me with sun damage? Yeah, I had it all.
Me
Large
too.
pores. So did you have that? How did you, did that happen to you?
Oh yeah, yes. And I was putting on more and more makeup.
Exactly. And I was getting, when I was working, I was getting on my documentation because I would, touch my face and my paperwork and on my clothes, the makeup, touch up throughout the day, my makeup. And my husband one time told me, please do not come home looking like that. Go to by the ladies' room and touch up your makeup. So I was doing touch-ups throughout the day to try to hide what was wrong with my skin. And I didn't realize skincare was not what I was doing. I was destroying my skin for years.
Mm-hmm.
So when the journey of invitation to listen to someone, I said, it's time because I need to help myself. And then I got an opportunity to see people in my family, my immediate family, my daughter, my stepson, as well as myself. They needed some help. And we set the examples, and I was setting bad examples for my daughter. That was,
Mm-hmm.
and then I decided I need to listen, see what's going on, and take the necessary steps to help. And that's what I did.
Yes. And now we were talking also about our acne, people in our family that had acne as well. And
Yes.
that was a big draw for me
Hmm.
when I knew that I could help my daughter with her acne. And your grandson, right?
My actually was my adult daughter that had acute acne, where they had those large bumps. And
Cystic.
yes, yes.
Mhm.
And she also was having sensitive skin. So it was a combination of things going on. And my stepson, which was a pre-teenager, he was, and I tease him sometime now, he had a double nose because he had such a large pimple that was popping up on his nose and in the T-zone area, okay? And she was just very concerned of the way she was looking because she was, we had this thing, we as women had this, and as a young man, I was trying to say, we need to do something. And when she said, Mama, I don't know what to do. And I said, I know it. And that was the reason why I wanted to help her with her acne, the dark spots that she had gotten from the
Mhm.
irritation, plus the sensitive skin. So it was interesting. But we have we have really come very far with her, the improvement in both of their skins as well as mine.
Yes, yes, I know. And it hurts you when, I mean, I suffered with acne myself. Um,
Hmm.
but mine was more the teen acne. So therefore, as my hormones settled down, then my acne settled down as well. But then we know that some women, it persists into their adult years and they deal with it throughout their adult years. And
As
that it was a different type that my daughter was dealing with. That's
hmm
yeah.
well,
And my husband had sensitive skin.
oh,
So we
really?
about that too.
Well, you know what is interesting? You said that because I never had issues with sensitive skin, but during the springtime, in the center of my back, it would itch. And it's like, what? What is this? So I have always had large pores, blackheads, and I have moles. And when I went to my my dermatologist because I had a mole in the center of my back. I was telling her how sensitive, irritated I was. Sometimes it would just itch. One day I decided to put our regimen, one of our calming regimens to calm my skin on my back brush, and it worked. I
Oh.
know something that we normally talk about, but it worked for me. It
Hmm.
calmed my skin and the irritation. So the regimen that helped me during the journey for my large pores, the other regimen that helped me for my sun damage, I had combination of two issues going on, like most of us.
Oh, yeah. You generally have more than one issue going on.
Hmm. But I wanted to address both of them at the same time, but I knew I need to learn the steps. So I made a choice to get rid of the blackheads, the large pores. And by doing that, Diana, I realized that, oh my goodness, those little fine lines and wrinkles are kind of like not as deep. And it helped. It really did.
Hmm. It did. So you've been in the business 5 years now?
It has been 5 years and 5 months. Hmm.
Okay. Well, my eighth anniversary is coming up tomorrow.
Happy road anniversary. 8 wonderful years. Awesome.
Yes, yes. It's been a good journey for me. It's been a God thing for me. And I will tell you that because I signed up on the 28th of June. I went for my skin screening on July 1st,
Okay.
and that was the first day that my dermatologist came into the office. She was a former youth when I worked with the youth at church. So
Mhm.
when she came to the dermatologist's office, I was on the list for the first day. But anyway, she did a skin screen for me, and this is back in 2013. She'd been in a couple of years, and I'd been getting screened every year. And this particular time, I pointed out a place that was a little pink, a little itchy, and I was having her look at it. She biopsied it. It
Mhm.
came back a week later as melanoma, and I was floored because it was pink. It was atypical. It was not dark like
Mhm.
all the pictures that I had seen. And I actually have had a biopsy last Monday.
Okay.
So I will get a report on that tomorrow, and I'm really praying that it's not anything. But she actually kind of picked up on this one. It was a little red spot, and it wasn't really inflamed or anything, but she just said, I think I want to biopsy that. So she did. And we'll find out about that tomorrow. But that's something else you and I were talking about the sunscreen and all about people not realizing that they do damage to their skin that they're doing.
When you told me, and all this is happening, you said July 1st. I can relate to that. We'll soon be celebrating our 49th wedding anniversary on July 1st. And tomorrow is your road anniversary, and you're going to get your results. And it's going to be fine. I'm going to be praying for you, okay? I just want you to know that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And the fact that you're saying that, I didn't think I needed sunscreen. And I'm going to be honest with you, some of my friends that I talk to after I've learned how important it is, the sun doesn't know your tone, your skin tone. All
Mm.
it knows is going to affect you. And it's never on a positive way. It will affect your skin. And my husband is a darker African American man. And sometimes I see, some of the darkness here when he's out playing, when he was used to play golf, but when he fished, hunt, just hanging out, cutting the grass, barbecuing. And it's like, honey, are you using your sunscreen? Now, I know that we use it with our regimen. I am so thankful that our regimen have sunscreen in it, because
Yes.
that was the onset of me learning that
Hmm.
it's important.
Yes.
And the transformation started, I could see how important. And I was tell people, use your sunscreen. Use your sunscreen. And friends of mine that was your complexion, fair complected, blonde, and all of that, they shared with me some of the things that they've gone down. As a matter of fact, my senior business partner, she too had skin cancer.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and my husband and I, well, my husband's had like basal cell,
Mm-hmm.
cancer,
Mm-hmm.
all that kind of thing, which is not pleasant. He's had to have those burned off. But when you talk about melanoma, that is very, very dangerous and deadly. And the thing that I have learned, Ro, is that some African American people and people of color don't recognize it as early, and therefore they end up, dying uh,
Yes.
higher rate because it's not as noticeable, or they
Right.
don't realize that's what it is.
Right. And you know what? It's wise after I went to the first visit to my dermatologist because my PCP recommended me to go. I realized it's great to go maybe once or twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm due to go. I need to go because there are a couple of things I want to ask her about. It's nothing threatening, but just to reassure myself.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband often go. And as a matter of fact, most of my family members have gone simply because when you know better, what do? You do better.
You do better, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I think the journey in skincare has helped me to be able to talk honestly with people. It's not about the vanity part, it's about
Mm-hmm.
caring about yourself to be your best self.
True. Very, very true. And learning to take care of yourself.
It's important. It's
Yeah,
important.
care. Definitely. Definitely. What has been the best part of your journey?
Oh my goodness. When we talked about this yesterday, I thought to myself, I but I'm going to pick the top three. May I do that?
Yeah.
The best part for me after retirement, I don't know how some feel about retirement. I really didn't have much to do. And I was able to connect with some amazing people, some in the business, some not. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it opened up a lot of avenues for me to learn more. I mean, gardening, walking and exercising, eating right, staying hydrated. Just women who just wanted, and men that wanted to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was excited about retirement after 40 something years, but I was getting bored. That's number one. Okay. Of course, number two was the fact that I started taking better care of myself. And I'm not saying, that's selfish because I try to tell people taking care of yourself will kind of inspire other people to say, what is she doing?
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to share that. That was fun. Just sharing, just getting out, said, girl, let me tell you this, this, and this. And the most important part is the last but not least is that the ones that I love the most, I
Mm-hmm.
helped them. It really touched my heart that stepping out of my comfort zone, just like I'm doing this with you, um, and sharing on social media, picking up the phone, not just pushing, bye bye bye, but say, hey, let me share this with you, and you think about it. It may be something you need, and then you can be your best self. Those have been the best part. Just doing that.
Yeah, I know. I love the relationships and knowing that you are really helping somebody to think about,
Mhm.
their health and taking positive steps.
Taking positive steps.
Yeah, that's right. Just like
Now,
wearing shades.
I was saying this morning. Now, this is not the pair that I bought yesterday. I bought a new pair, but now that I know better about the sun, the
Hmm.
skin, I definitely love taking care of my eyes. Hmm.
Yes, very much so. I mean, when you can't see, when those cataracts start coming on and all.
Hmm. Yeah, I've had. Have you had cataract surgery?
No, my
I,
husband and I have not had that yet. We're
I
trying to.
Well, I've had cataract surgery. My peripheral vision was going away. My daddy lost. He was legally blind in one and totally blind in the other. So some things were hereditary. I have to take drops morning and night. Have no problem. I got to brush my teeth, gotta take a shower, and cleanse my skin. So why not do that?
Right.
So, taking care of your eyes is important because how would you know your skin is messed up if you can't see it? And that's how I
Sure.
look at it.
And seeing the faces of your loved ones, and there's a lot.
There is a lot.
Yeah,
Is there?
definitely. So, yeah. So July is UV safety month. Okay. And part of that is protecting your eyes from the sun, wearing a hat, wearing shades, especially in the summer and during the worst part of the day.
Yes. You shared some things with me that I'm going to kind of like share with others. I've done some other research, and some people just may not know, and that's what we are here for, to let them know. This has been a wonderful opportunity to share my journey, and we still have a long way to go. I want to ask you, and I'm trying to flip the switch now. Okay, what is your best part of this journey?
I think it's the relationships that I have with my customers and with my cohorts, um, with fellow consultants like yourself. I
It's
enjoy it
been wonderful.
so much.
Yeah, this
Our,
past year, didn't we met this year, did last year, right?
yes, yes. And I'm gonna
Mhm.
tell you what, having that during COVID, especially during quarantine and all that kind of stuff, where we were kind of limited to see people, that was a big thing.
A huge thing.
Hmm.
And us being from the two of us from the South, we're talking slower, you all, so you can understand what we're saying, because sometimes my friends will say, "What do you mean by that?" Well, we mean to take care of yourself and have fun. I say enjoy the journey. And I really do think that sharing this, our authentic self, is the
Hmm.
best part of everything too. I like to add that.
Yes, definitely so. Definitely
Mhm.
so. It has been so good to talk to you today and
Thank
to
you.
hear your full story and enjoy you so much. You're so positive, so encouraging. You're just like Caleb.
Thank you so much. You too. What are you going to do the rest of the day, may I say, before we conclude?
We're just relaxing today. Had Bible school last week, and I'm still recouping from that.
Okay. Well, we didn't plan this, but we really are close, are we not? I,
Hmm.
I
Yep.
like this.
Yes. All right. So wear your shades today, everybody. Take care of your eyes and a hat and sunscreen.
Thank you for inviting me. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Talk to you. Bye bye.